outside to smoke a little bit before I came on stage. But I think the biggest accomplishment that I made in that endeavor was farting a lot. And then I was like, I gotta make sure that nothing else comes out. And so I went to the bathroom and I tried to poop, but nothing came out. I just thought you guys would want to know. So I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the people specifically that I have mentioned briefly in some of my other sets. So there was this person that I was engaged to once. She was one of my managers at McDonald's, and we kind of like started, dating or whatever. And then like 3 days later, she moved in with me. And yeah, it was really good. And then after about like 2 months, I was like, yeah, this feels right. And so I asked her to marry me. And she was like, we've only been dating for 2 months, right? And I was like, yeah, I know. She was like, all right, as long as that's clear. And I was like, so that's a yes then? And she was like, well, I mean, it's not a no. So then we were engaged. And then things, they were really good for a while after that too, about 2 more weeks. We were just like watching Bones every day. But then we ran out of Bones episodes to watch. So kind of downhill from there. And then this one day we were eating at IHOP, and she was telling me that when we got done eating, she wanted to go to her friend Susie's house so that Susie could shave her head. And I just started crying. She was like, why are you crying? And I was like, I don't know. And then a few days later, I got my period. And then she just kept pulling more shit on me like that. And so finally I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so we divvied up all the DVDs that her friend Susie had given us. And she moved back into her sister's basement. And then it wasn't until 8 months later that I got her name tattooed on my wrist. It says Davis Street. It's a multifunctional tattoo because it's her last name, but it's also the name of the street that we lived on together. So it's like multiple meanings. And then about like another 6 months later after that, I started to think about it, and I realized that I was the shitty one in that relationship. Because like she had lived with me for 4 months, and never once did I think to like clear out any space for her stuff. Like not even a drawer. So she just like kept all of her clothes in like a pile on the floor of my room, neatly folded. And I just realized that was much shorter of a set than I thought it would be. That's about all that I have left to talk about that. Do you guys have any questions? Anything? Anyone?
Where'd you get that kick-ass shirt?
I don't know. Recently? Yeah. I don't know where. A thrift store of some sort, I'm sure.
What happened to her?
Oh, what happened to Heather? Oh, she still lives in her sister's basement, and she's just completely heartbroken.
Is that really Heather's shirt?
No.
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 I thought maybe you found a folder in the corner.
No, I do have some of those though.
Is she still working McDonald's?
No, she actually quit when we got together because she didn't want to work with someone that she was dating, and she wanted it to like work out between us, so she quit.
Do you still work at McDonald's?
I wish. No, I left that job to come here and do comedy. So now I work at Home Depot. I think that's my time.
One more time for Stacey Stark, everybody.